Welcome back to Our Town, Our Time on RTV 32. I'm here with Roger Schrock, who is the CEO of the Heritage Center of Clark County. And what room did we move to now?
We were out in Exposition Hall.
Exposition Hall. And has this building always been here, or has it been added on?
This was added on. Actually, it's a separate building, but it's connected through a vestibule. It was completed in 2003.
Okay.
And this is really built to be more like the trade show that we talked about a little bit earlier. So
Right.
this is where the manufacturers would have come to sell their goods. So we set this up to where International Harvester, the Champion Reaper Company, would
Right.
have their product, and then next door would be Superior grain drills and Superior products. And so that's what this is.
Set up similar
Set up,
to people who are interested in whatever they were manufacturing would come and they would give them their 30-second commercial and figure out if that's who they want to do business with.
And how it was superior to their competitors.
Okay. Now the building we just came from, I knew it as the old marketplace, but I realized it used to be the police station, the city building. I mean,
It actually was completed in 1890, and it is the city building. The first floor was a marketplace. The second and third floors housed the city government. The police station was on the west end. The other city offices were in the east end. And in the middle, there was a ballroom, and then also the city chambers, where you would have your important meetings with city officials.
And then I noticed on a couple of different things, we've been called the Champion City and Home City, and explain that a little bit to the viewers.
Springfield was known as the Home City, the Champion City, the Rose City, and the city at the end of the pike.
Okay.
Of course, the end of the pike dealt with the National Road.
Being the end, yeah.
And then the Champion City, because of the Champion Reaper, which the Bushnell, Warder, and Glazner produced, later becoming International Harvester.
A small company.
That Reaper put Springfield on the map. That was by far the signature product. And again, so that kind of gave the city the name, the Champion City. The Home City was due to Governor Asa Bushnell being able to influence the fraternal organizations, the Masons and the International Order of Odd Fellows, the Knights of Pythias, to bring their retirement homes to Springfield, actually build them here.
Right, and they're kind of in the corners of the county.
Yeah, they're still here. They're still here for the most part.
Right.
And then the Rose City, as you can see behind us, Springfield was one of the largest producers of roses.
I never knew that either.
And you can see some of the catalogs in the greenhouses, a replica of what those would have been like here in Exposition Hall. And
tell everybody what the address of the Heritage Center is.
We're located downtown, across from the Marriott, the Courtyard by Marriott. We're at 117 South Fountain Avenue. Our phone number is area code 937-324-0657. Our webpage is heritagecenter.us. Not .org or .com. We are heritagecenter.us. That'll bring you to our webpage, and you can contact us from there.
And are your hours, do you have pretty steady hours for people to come in and go through the museum?
Yes, we are open 9 to 5, Tuesday through Saturday, most of the year. January, February, we do close at 3 p.m. on Saturday.
Okay.
So typically Tuesday through Saturday, 9 to 5.
Right.
Again, if you're in doubt, call ahead. If there's been a snow day or something like that, you may want to call ahead and make sure that we didn't close also because of the weather.
Right, and that happens around here.
It does happen here every now and then.
So we're standing kind of in front of a fire truck and a huge fire hose and different things. Tell me a little bit about this stuff.
Again,
behind
these were apparatuses that were used in Springfield.
Okay.
That's an Aaron's fire truck. It was used here in the city. The reel carts of course, those were horse-drawn.
Both these carts here.
Yeah, the little pumper and then the reel cart. Those are from earlier fire department functions. Behind that are the international pickup trucks that we have, 1923 and a 1927. And then a third one. We also have the safe from the old Lagonda plant here. We're still working on that. That's really not up for display yet, but we hope to have that eventually. This main section here are the Swanger models, which are the downtown 9 city blocks of the downtown in model form,
right,
from the 1940s. So again, those people that are from Clark County, from Springfield, can come back and walk through the downtown and remember it as it was.
Well, and I was doing that before we started, and it just brings back tons of memories, and it's like, oh yeah, that was on that corner. You know, once something moves or gets torn down, you forget quickly what was standing there. You know it was something, but you don't know what it is.
And this lets people relive all that.
Right.
And remember.
Right. Well, what a nice feature that is. Now, tell us a little bit about what we're standing next to.
Well, again, this display deals with the funerary arts. This Champion Chemical Company was a major manufacturer here in Springfield.
In Springfield, really.
And of course the casket company, Springfield Metallic Casket. So we have those artifacts here, and we talk a bit about the funerary arts and how those were developed and are still used today.
Well, isn't that something? And this would have been the hearse of long ago,
yes,
I guess.
A horse-drawn hearse.
And actually, it's beautiful.
That's one of our better possessions, yeah. And of course, off that way is the Buffalo Springfield Road Roller that was used pretty much all over the world. There are stories here from some of our volunteers, our more mature volunteers who remember.
More mature, I like that.
Remember being in the Pacific during the war, and they were still using those steam road rollers in a lot of the roads.
Really?
Out in East Asia.
And that was developed here?
Those were
manufactured
all
here?
manufactured here and sold worldwide.
Wow. And then Clark County and 4-H.
We are the home of 4-H. A.B. Graham developed his educational curriculum that he wanted to help reinvent for area farm children. He felt the farmers really needed to have a better curriculum overall to help them with their lives, not just the farming aspect, but all phases of
well-rounded.
Yep. So he started that here in Springfield, was the superintendent here in the local district for several years, and
4-H was born.
Born here in Clark
County.
And
it's everywhere.
It is everywhere.
Now. And I mean, most county fairs wouldn't be possible without the 4-H group.
Yeah. And again, you know, our history is manufacturing, but it all dealt with agriculture. And Ohio's agriculture is still a massive economic force. In our history here, especially in Clark County, some people have said we're the Silicon Valley of agriculture.
Yeah.
Mr. Shaw, who developed hybrid corn, is from Clark County.
Really?
And when you think of all the different corn products out there and how fast sweet corn can grow now,
right?
All of that started,
it is amazing.
All that started here with Mr. Shaw doing experimentation on how to crossbreed, cross-pollinate, I should say, the different corn.
On his own farm here in Clark County.
Well, and as his own lab. So very, very influential in agriculture. And again, I know we're looking forward, hopefully, to having a STEM school here where we keep pursuing the biological
and that's pretty exciting.
Of agriculture.
Right. So tell us about any upcoming events that you might have coming up.
Well, one of the unique events that we are going to be having, we're collaborating with Stageworks here in Clark County.
Okay.
This will be, do the math right, the 1983 U.S. The Newsweek magazine that focused on Springfield. The whole magazine.
The 50th anniversary. That's right. And I was in that magazine.
Well, we're going to be celebrating that on February 15th. We're going to have a function here where we do a little background on that, and then we'll walk over to the State Theater and a play. We'll discussing that subject matter, written by local reporter Tom Stafford.
Great.
The performance by Stagework.
Yeah.
And that'll be an evening, Friday, the February 15th.
Great. Well, keep us posted, and thank you again, Roger. I appreciate you allowing us to come into this beautiful building and museum and community resource.
Well, you're most welcome.
Thanks for watching Our Town, Our Time on RTV 32, and everybody have a great week.
With everything I've ever done, I give it all to everyone for one more day. Another night I'm waking through another door I walk into, I can't break. And it's a winding road, and it's a long way home. So don't wait for someone to tell you it's too late, 'cause these are the best days. There's always something tomorrow, so I say let's make the best of tonight. Here comes the rest of our lives. I count the steps, the distance to the time when it